Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Because somewhere around the world, that's truly what time it is. I want to thank you for being a part of the show today. I got some things I got to get off my chest. Before we get into that, though, we're going to get into this.
Please be mindful this show is for 18 years of age and older. All copyright laws will be respected, but this show is intended to use the Fair Use Act of it. Thank you very much.
Please do remember that the New Right Party channel and the New Red Party show is sponsored by patriots like you. And as long as you're sending these donations, it allows me to create the content that will continue to make these motherfuckers sick. As you were.
Versus the family and my family entertainment and his team no sleep. Flossy high and yeah we made it. The haters keep on hating on the songs that we be making, and I heard they want my soul. Illuminati wanna take it. Versus the family and my family entertainment and his team no sleep. Flossy high and yeah we made it. The haters keep on hating on the songs that we be making, and I heard they want my soul. Illuminati wanna take it.
CEO, bullshit, paying for the pussy, I endorse it, riding through the city, that's my off.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Sorry for that. I wanted to make sure that I got in and I got to chew the fat with you today. I know that Scripps was good, Trevor. I know that usually I give you guys a warning and let you know I'm going to be in the building and give you time to get in here, but I just wanted to get in here today, and I just wanted to talk my shit. I just need to get in here and talk my shit. And I wanted to do a little more episodes every day up until the point of me flying out, where we have more episodes of being on set than when I'm actually in the street having to use the mic and other recording sources, such as the phone, cell phone, rather. Today's agenda. Got the suitcase up in the central. Today's agenda, I want to get into and talk about stuff that's on the fire today. Just some things I need to get off my chest.
The Democrats preparing to go public with their one-sided impeachment probe that's shaping up to be anything but fair. Shifty Schiff and his cohorts are calling their first two witnesses tomorrow. Rush Limbaugh predicts it's going to turn into a Kavanaugh-style debacle.
It was a never-ending parade for about a week and a half, as every person they brought forth to try to destroy Kavanaugh failed. There was another one waiting in the wings. And I will guarantee you that it is the same strategery they're going to employ here this week. They're going to screw this up like they screwed up the Kavanaugh thing. They want it too much.
They're going to screw this up like they screwed up the Kavanaugh thing because Kavanaugh was fucking innocent. And they tried to frame an innocent fucking man. And this is going to fail too, because Trump is fucking innocent. And they're trying to frame an innocent man. This is the reason why the shit don't stick. When the fuck have you ever in the history of this country heard of a criminal being investigated by the FBI and the FBI finding absolutely nothing on the criminal? If Trump was a criminal, the FBI would have found evidence of Trump being a criminal. He wouldn't be president right now. Not when the full resources of the United States of America is being used to try to make you guilty. And now we get to
And because they want it too much, they are making tactical and strategic mistakes.
And if you need more proof that the media is
and there we get to the media, which he's going to talk about. But I have a big problem with this. I love Rush. Jesse, Greg. Juan, you's a piece of turd. I don't understand. I guess you up there for comical relief because you can't really even take yourself serious. But at what point do we stop trying to be civil about this? Because I'm just trying to figure it out. If Rush Limbaugh is telling the world these people are illegally trying to remove a president, and what in the hell don't you get about how dangerous these people are? And why they truly don't give a fuck if Pence is president next? Because you have to understand something. If they did impeach Trump, that would make Pence president. It would make Pence president. So they're not concerned with Pence being president. The idea is just to get Trump out of office. Any way we can. We've watched these people commit crime after crime after crime. And the only thing that's been done is you see people pout about it.
Implicit in pushing the Democrats' talking points, check this out. Media Research Center finds that since impeachment started, network TV coverage has been 96% negative for Trump. This is all happening while the president continues to launch blistering attacks, calling the impeachment probe a no due process scam. He's also saying that Joe Biden and his son should testify, but Sleepy Joe says it's not necessary.
There is zero rationale for that to happen. Nobody has suggested anything was done that was inappropriate.
You mean everyone suggested that something was done inappropriate, to the point where you had to use $1 billion as leverage to stop a prosecutor from prosecuting your fucking son.
This is all a diversion. This is classic Trump. Classic Trump. Focus on the problem.
Okay.
The problem is his old ass. The problem is all the old motherfuckers that are still in Congress is doing the same shit they've been doing. Fucking up this country and trying to blame and pass the buck on other people. Just had a live earlier today on my Instagram with a young brother in his 20s. You know, he really has no fucking clue that there is a consorted group of individuals who are working behind the scenes, behind the curtains, to steer not only global politics, but personal ones here at home that involve you and I.
Let's go back, Dana, to the Rush Limbaugh comment. And after that, he followed that with this point that they're always predicting Trump's toast. You know, in the primary, he was toast. In the general, he was toast. Mueller, he's toast. And now this impeachment thing is going to be toast. It never works out that way.
And they predicted he didn't really want to win anyway.
Right.
And he didn't really want to run. And then he was going to drop out and all these things. I think that the media is expecting a very strong performance out of the Democrats tomorrow because the Democrats have set this bar really high, which makes me think, okay, they're not... They might have something up their sleeve.
And this is the reason why she should not be up there right now. They've always had something up their damn sleeve. It's been the illegal removal of Donald J. Trump from office. That's what the fuck been up their sleeve. It's been there. It's been up in there already. As far as this hearing is concerned, if she think they got something up their sleeve in terms of this, she's out of her fucking mind. Remember? Mueller was supposed to destroy him. Before that, remember? Hillary was supposed to destroy him. Oh, wait, no. Mark was going to destroy him. Oh, wait, no. He was going to lose to Ted. Remember all that shit? He was supposed to been stopped. Russian dossiers. Federal indictments in order to investigate him and his fucking kids? Because you said some bitches peed on him? You say he will be compromised because there could be evidence of some bitches peeing on him? For real? Hillary Clinton could be compromised. Because there was a picture of her fucking husband in a man's living room in a blue fucking dress and red pumps. Who the fuck is she selling that shit to? And I like this girl. Usually today, I don't know what the fuck is going on this set. I've been away. I took 30 days off from doing the platform. And I come back. And the world's turned to a fucking shit show. You got guys in California going to jail for eating. You got Democrats still crying for no goddamn reason. And Lord knows they will never get Trump for treason. Light cigarette. Low smoke. Watch this shit Juan says when he gets the opportunity to
I have no idea what it is.
A crying witness?
I don't know. The crying witness, I don't know. That probably comes later.
Okay.
I don't think you start with your crying witness. I think you wait for the crying witness. But I wonder if they might have something up their sleeve. I don't know what it could be.
Schiff's secret is going to be a dancing junkie in his underwear. I mean, I'd watch that. Juan, what do you think?
Come on over to my place.
What do you think about Greg's point that the so-called scandal just doesn't have the emotional firepower that other scandals have had?
I know you're a young man, Jesse, but John Dean sat there in his monotone, and guess what? I think it was over like a week, the numbers just tumbled for President Nixon.
Right.
I mean, America just said,
fuck is you talking about, Juan? What the fuck does Nixon have to do with Trump? Nixon illegally sent his fucking hitman to go steal records and documents that would show his fucking corruption. Trump ain't sent nobody into no fucking where. Trump ain't sent nobody into nowhere. Trump and Nixon are two fucking opposites. Polar opposites.
wait a second, what is he saying? That's unbelievable. I mean, so that's not it. I mean, to me, what we've got here is an effort, and Greg, I think, reflects this, which is to say to the American people, forget about this. This is a bore. It's not interesting. This is not,
not real.
Not even Clinton and sex. But this is much more important, in my opinion. In my opinion, what this requires is for people, right now, the Republican strategy say, yes, there's a mountain of evidence, but don't look. Look at the rainbows. Look at...
Juan, you a jackass. Ain't a mountain of shit. Nothing. Nothing. And if the president doesn't want to give Ukraine aid because he feels as if Ukraine could be doing something secretive, like interfering with our fucking elections, and using their political influence to get with a covert group that's trying to secretly take over this fucking country, he can say fuck them if he wants to. If he chooses to. Tell me what I want to know, or I'm not giving you shit. Why can't he? That's not a personal per quo. That's for us. That's for the American people. If he says he wants to know, he's asking on behalf of the American people. Because Hunter Biden isn't running for fucking office. He isn't. So if there was corruption there, this president has the right to fucking ask. So they impeach him for it. Well, they want to. They want to impeach him for it because this is what they're showing you. They're showing you who the candidate that they want to run is. They want to run Joe Biden. That's who they want to run. They're going to try to cheat Bernie again. They're going to try to get Bernie out the way. You know why? They punked Bernie before with Hillary. They'll punk him again. The bat has no jurisdiction. I know a squealer when I see one. And the bat will break Bernie Sanders again. Bernie Sanders is a fucking coward. He's a coward. They already broke him. He already told you Hillary Clinton was a fucking criminal, then turned around and told you, but he's endorsing her. And politics should never give you the political shield to back criminals. That's not what this is for. You're supposed to be working for the people in the greater interest of this nation. But what they're showing you is, they're showing you who their guy is, who they want. That's why he was able to take his time in the beginning about even saying if he wants to run or not. Telling you. If Trump was everything that they said he was, trust you me, it would take little to no investigation to prove it. It wouldn't take a hearing to prove it. Because there would be evidence. Blatant, surefire evidence. The simple fact that they are trying to impeach this president because he's inquiring about something that was done that looks and appears to be shady on the behalf of the former vice president's son. It's comical. That's the reason too. That's the reason, because he asked. And even if he said we're not going to give you no aid, that's a reason. That's not a high crime or a misdemeanor. And that doesn't in no way, shape, or form, does it cause any damage to our infrastructure and national security. Because Ukraine can't pay for themselves. They're asking us for shit. They're asking us for help. They want our aid. So they want your money and my money. I don't fucking owe them shit. Nothing. So if the fucking president asks on my behalf, if this kid was out there doing illegal shit and muscling you to get a fucking job, I want to fucking know. Because when Joe Biden said he was going to hold the fucking money back and said he wasn't going to give no fucking aid, nobody was talking about doing anything to Joe Biden or fucking Barack Obama. So how the fuck was it okay for Joe Biden to do it, but then it would not be okay for Donald Trump to do the same damn thing? The shit makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. How are we not caught up in this? And then this is what this joker says.
That the rainbow's in
What
the
evidence?
direction.
It's opinions.
You know, so it's tribal blindness. Because if this was Obama, if this was Hillary Clinton, they would say hang him from the highest tree.
A lie. Because Hillary Clinton gets to break any laws she wants, including breathing. And somehow she's still free. She gets to joke about the 30,000 emails. She gets to joke about breaking the law. She gets to joke and trivialize Benghazi. She can openly admit to outright owning the DNC and cheating Bernie Sanders. And no one on the left said, hang her ass. No one never would. That's a lie. I mean, it's like, you don't want to get too upset with Juan because you know what he's there for. But it's like, I know exactly what a field slave feels like when I hear a house slave telling me the master whip don't hurt that bad. Barack Obama made it legal to kill United States citizens across seas without due process with fucking drones. So, not because there's a credible source showing you are a threat, an imminent threat, and need to be eradicated. No, because his administration had deemed so at the time, they could have sent a fucking missile on your fucking roof to take your fucking block out. Because they felt like it. Without a due process. That Barack Obama? That Barack Obama who sat in office for 8 years, pandering to all the minorities that he could, shooting a fucking basketball, trying to say he got a jump shot, but who wouldn't step foot in Chicago, not fucking once, to speak to the youth out there and tell them that they're fucking their whole lives up, to inspire them and tell them that looking at him, they could even be a better president if in fact he actually was one. That guy who destroyed this economy, and we know Bush destroyed it first. We know Bush destroyed it first. Bush destroyed it first. Okay, kudos. We're not fans of Bush here either. But Barack Obama purposely gave away American jobs like porn stars give out STDs. Call your company right now to pay your phone bill. 8 times out of 10, someone from India is going to pick up that damn phone. They're going to have all your information. Password. Do you know how easy it is to steal your identity? You know what you need? Phone number, address, first and last name, last 4 of your social. Why do you think all of these new scams are on the rise, where they're from India and they're calling you and scamming you and saying, yes, hello, this is from the IRS. If you don't do this, we're going to go to jail. We're going to send you to jail. And they sending this shit to your crib and letters to your house and all this crazy shit. Why the fuck you think this is happening all of a sudden? Where the fuck you think these people from India are getting your fucking information and your number from? Where?
QuickBooks makes it easy to manage small business.
I'm not even gonna fucking ask. I didn't type in from India. I just put IRS fucking scammer in. Scammer in. That's what I put in. So you can't say I was biased in the search. And I just picked the first video that I saw. And I want to hear the dialect of this individual. I guarantee they won't be from America.
Business expenses and saves you time and money.
This shows you why.
Hello, is this the IRS?
That's correct.
I said to call this number if you said that I had committed a fraud or something.
All right, sir. So, do you have a case number with you?
No, it didn't give me a case number. It just said that I was going to be arrested and I should call this number back.
You know, we have to go some kind of verification process, and the guideline says that you have to verify your name and your mailing address And if you provide us your valid name and valid address, we will be able to help you further with your case file.
But you said you're gonna issue a warrant for me and come to my house. If you don't have my address, how are you gonna do that? So, like, how long do I have, to get this taken care of before I would get arrested?
You have to stay whole days.
Is that like
You have
24 hours?
Oh,
So tomorrow at this time, or is it until midnight tonight?
No, so till not midnight, till our till our shift is over. Till what can I say? Till our working hours is over.
And who would actually be coming to arrest me? Is it IRS, or how do you do that?
So we will download your arrest warrant to your local sheriff department and
to your local sheriff department. And so what the fuck was I just saying? I know you was waiting for the punchline, right? So what the fuck was I just saying? So Barack Obama outsourced all these fucking jobs, and it further hurt the American infrastructure and the American citizen because they put you and your livelihood at risk. Sharing your information globally with other people who have only vested interest in watching your ass work for them till you fucking die suffering. So who the fuck asked to try to hang him? Who? But this is the fucking rhetoric coming out of this guy's mouth.
This is treason.
We would hang Obama.
The GOP defense memo that came out yesterday, here's how our...
I would have told him, shut the fuck up! Because Joe Biden did this shit and no one said anything was treasonous about it. Joe Biden did exactly what they're trying to say Trump did. They're trying to say Trump said, I'm going to withhold aid if they don't tell me about the investigation into Biden. And Biden said, I'm going to withhold aid if you investigate the Bidens.
Strategy is going to be for this thing. Attack the witnesses. Attack the credibility of William Taylor. I don't know how you do that. He's a Trump guy. Attack the credibility of George Kemp. The other guy's going to testify tomorrow. These are never Trumpers. How ridiculous. These people not only work for Trump, they were hired in times by Mike Pompeo, by Trump. You shift the discussion away.
Where is Mike Pompeo right now? Does Mike Pompeo still work for Donald Trump? Does he? Does Mike Pompeo still work for Donald Trump? You're right. If a did have a face, it would look
From
like
Trump. Let's talk about Joe Biden. Let's talk.
And then he mentions these people as if the people that he mentioned are the whistleblower. They're not. Bless you. They're not. This is how you spin the whole shit, the whole situation. This is how you spin the whole thing.
Talk about Hunter Biden. Are they under threat of...
Yeah, but they're part of this,
no.
and you can't do anything about it.
This is about impeaching President Trump.
For 3 years, that's been the case.
You can...
From the very beginning, that's been the case. And the clown shit is that Juan acts as if he's oblivious to what's really going on. And it's hard to respect anyone like this because you are truly the lowest form of anything if you could allow billions of people to potentially die from what you know truly in your heart is a bunch of corrupt politicians. These people have the capability to wipe out billions of people through war, through sanctions, People are still dying in Iraq right now from the sanctions that we put on them from the Persian Gulf War. This is real. Sanctions into your country. You can't get things you used to get anymore. Prices soar on the things that would have been the cheapest, like rice and other grains. The poor can't afford to eat anything. And the powerful arm themselves, click up, and take control over everything. It only creates war within other nations. Tribal wars, sectional wars, you name it. But we can quickly destabilize a whole country just by going to them, just by going to the United Nations and using that to put sanctions on their country. These evil people have the ability to have a government with tanks, fucking supersonic airplanes, HARP, and all type of other shit. And they can use it against you if they so choose to, and will get away with it because they have the power to cover up their own shit. And Juan would stand for it. I know I don't have the most decent approach in terms of the way I choose to speak. I say fuck a lot. I say other things. People may find very, very vulgar. But what's worse? Me saying suck a dick, or Juan telling you that it's okay to protect criminals with the capability to wipe out the whole planet. Does the way I speak and the way Donald Trump tweets, does that offend you folks out there more so than knowing that there was a dude that had a picture hanging up and painted of fucking Bill Clinton in a blue dress with red fucking pumps in his damn living room that was fucking killed in prison in a federal maximum detention center at that, in the middle of Manhattan, the most protected fucking place on this fucking planet aside from Washington, D.C.? People. What's decent to you? Decent to me is being able to say whatever the fuck you want. And so as long as you have that right, it should be respected and it should be protected. No matter if you like it or not. That's a real world to live in. Because that means you're forced to listen to what others may have to say that you may not necessarily have to agree with. That's what this shit boils down to. They use people like Juan, and then Juan sits there, and then the sad shit is like, Juan, you don't got another 20 years left in you. You're dying. That's a bad die job you got, guy. You have a son older than me, I think. He's older than me. I think he's in politics, too. I'm not even certain. And you don't have 20 years, 20 strong, good years left in you, man. You don't. But you got grandchildren. What promises have they given you, if any, that would allow you to even believe they would keep those promises when you were dead and gone? What makes you think your grandchildren are safe from these people when you are dead and gone? What happens when these people no longer need the lying politicians to lie to the people to give up their rights? When the people no longer have the right to protect themselves or the right to say truly how they feel and practice their own true beliefs and religions? What do you think will happen to these politicians? Politicians will no longer have power. They will be thrown to the wolves. And the first to actually be culled The culling will start with those that have led the sheep. Because once the sheep truly find out what's going on, they're going to go to the people that's closest to them. And since the people that really run this shit are nowhere near you and I, the only people that we can find ourselves next to are the politicians that have lied to you and told you countlessly to give up your rights and give them all power. No one will truly ever allow anyone else to govern and rule this planet all by themselves. And the people that currently have the charge, they aren't running it together. So don't think that they are. We have time to fix our wrongs, to right them. We have time to save our children and the future of this nation. But we have to do it right now is the time to stand up and start offending people with free speech. I don't agree that you should hurt anyone or even advocate saying that someone deserves to have violent acts placed upon them. But it's okay to tell someone, fuck you. And it's okay to tell someone you're a jackass. And I hope that you go out and you see these politicians and you let them know you're a jackass. And then you also let them know that they're not going to win. These people are too far gone, too old, too selfish, and truly the most idiotic of them all. And they can't win because there's too many of us. Trump's not getting impeached. He's not going anywhere. Nothing is happening to Donald Trump. People mad. And the only thing I got to say about this whole damn thing is when the whole thing started, before anyone spoke, there's one thing I just want to say that I saw that I thought was the best thing about the whole show. Donald Trump is wearing one damn good suit. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay American, and remember, fuck the other side, bitch. We don't care.